Hi Marilyn, it's Dave from Optimal Resume. So here's exactly how this would work. Imagine an employer logs in through your CSO portal. They click a link that says search resumes and interview online students, something like that. You name the link, we will give you this link and you can name it whatever you want basically. So employer comes in and they can, most important is before they pay for anything, they can assess the quality of the student resumes in here. So all of the clicking and looking at candidate resumes is certainly free. If the employer does want to sign in, they basically create an account with the program, register with it if they want to use it. And then once they do that, it's a kind of a one-time registration. Then the employer can basically, I have a couple resumes to look at here. Basically, once the employer has logged in, then they can access the pricing. And there's two options if they want to proceed. The basic option is for resume books, and this is a test account, but you can see employers can search if they want to create a 25 resume book, it's $25, very reasonable. Up to, if they want to create a larger book, $150 for the largest. But there's incremental discounts the larger the books. Or this option for candidate screening. Again, this all relies on the fact that employers can assess the quality of the database before they pay for anything. If they go in there aren't enough candidates that look good, they just won't do it. I mean, there's no risk, but at least they have the option. And the base price for candidate screening comes in at $195, and they have 3 weeks in which they can interview 50 students. When I think that most companies would probably be down in this ballpark, but relative to the other costs that they would pay, it's a pretty good deal. So employers pay with their credit card right here. Once they have made the purchase, then they can basically go right in and start using that access. So it's kind of a two-step thing where they click the link, they can assess the quality of the database. And then if they want to basically, use either resume books or candidate screening access, they would make the purchase and then have access to use the service. And again, the nice thing about this is that if employers, to the extent that you're trying to create a new income stream, it can do that because half of the revenue that would be generated here goes back to the school, and there are reports where you can see that. So it's a nice option for them to have. I would argue it would save money for them in the end. And if they just come in and they look at the resumes and they're not thinking that it would be helpful, or they just don't have to make the purchase, and they just, there's essentially no risk. They would only pursue this if they think it's going to help them or be a good business decision for them. So let me know if that answers the question, and hopefully I'll hear from you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.